Hello and welcome to The Journal. It's our November episode and I'm Ron Carpenito.
And I'm Morgan Healy. We are so excited to have you here for our Halloween precursor episode, giving you all the information about what's going on in North Andover during this Halloween season and what's to come right before Thanksgiving.
Morgan, are you ready for Halloween?
I am so ready for Halloween.
What are you dressing up as?
Well, I was telling you this earlier with a couple of my other friends. I have a few options and I haven't really been able to decide because it's my favorite holiday.
It is a lot of fun.
It is. I was thinking maybe, Belle from Beauty and the Beast or, something completely ridiculous like Catwoman, but that all seems a little bit too cliche. What are you going as?
Well, I'm not going to be dressing up as anything, actually. I'm on door duty, as usual. So my house is going to be rocking. We're going to do the uplighting out front, have some great music and scary tunes coming out of the house, and helping my daughter. She's actually into making the custom costumes.
Oh.
So she's going to make a journal costume, believe it or not.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
We should have had her on as a guest host.
Oh, maybe next month.
Maybe we can put up, if you guys check the Facebook page, maybe we can put up a couple pictures or something to show the tribute to the North Andover Cam, the Journal. I'm sure that's not why she's doing it. She loves to write. Stephanie's awesome. She's very studious.
She is.
And of course comes from the Carpenito household and is very creative and,
Well,
it's
thank
always
you.
a party over there. You're also a DJ, you've got the uplighting. I would say, if I wasn't busy, I would totally go to your house to trick or treat.
Well, thank you. Stop by.
All right, well, we're going to jump right into our news stories for the day. Let's first send it over to our two lovely ladies who specialize in entertainment, Jen and Tara. What do you guys have for us today?
Hello, North Andover! Welcome back to our arts and entertainment segment with my friend Tara
and my friend Jen. It's our November segment featuring our huge cornucopia of events, and many thanks are shared for great theater and arts in the Merrimack Valley. And for those of you who tune in month to month to hear all about it.
You'll have to excuse me, Tara. I'm feeling a little mashugana from setting the clocks back an hour.
Ooh.
It's really messing with my beauty sleep, Oi. So just as a continuation from last month, Sweetie Todd continues to perform at Acting Out in Lawrence on October 31st and November 1st and 2nd, as well as the 7th through the 9th.
Oh, did you hear the vocal talent in that show, Jen? Oh, it was to die for. Long story short, it was like butter. Like a whole stick of butter. Oh, there's still time to get there, so don't miss it. For more information, refer to their website at www.actingouttheater.com.
And on November 1st, the show Simply Sinatra will be at the Rogers Center at Merrimack College. Steve Lipier's youthful, energetic talent creates a perfect blend of classy with today. For more information, refer to the website at www.merrimack.edu.
Oh, I just love Sinatra. Oh, I could listen to his music all day.
All day.
In fact, it makes me feel a little bit emotional, a little verklempt.
You're verklempt.
Oh.
I'm verklempt. I need a moment. Talk amongst yourselves.
Oh.
They're past, thank goodness. Also, at the Rogers Center on November 2nd, the Merrimack Valley Philharmonic will be welcoming a very talented returning piano soloist, Keda Kwan. Tara, have you heard this talented soloist?
No.
He plays the piano like butter.
Oh, I love butter.
I mean, you might as well just smear a stick of butter all over the piano keys. Don't
love
get
it.
me started. I'm getting a little emotional. Talk amongst yourselves.
I'll give you a topic. The supercalifragilisticexpialidocious was neither super nor fragile. Discuss.
Perfect topic.
Thank you.
I feel better. Thank goodness for waterproof mascara. Oi.
Next, the Merrimack Valley On Stage's drama department will then be performing the Putnam County Spelling Bee from November 13th through the 15th. For more information, refer to their website at www.merrimack.edu.
Pentucket players will then also perform at the Rogers Center. Do not miss the dramatic production of Les Mis from November 21st through the 23rd, and again on November 28th and 29th. It'll be a story of love,
Oh, compassion,
hope.
redemption.
What an emotional show, and a popular fave. Don't miss it. Refer to the website for more info at www.pentucketplayers.org.
Oh, and don't forget about the much anticipated town tradition of the Santa Parade at noon on November 29th. Oh, I just love the holiday season. Oh, Oh, come out and watch.
Or participate.
In the march down Main Street.
Isn't that near where you get your nails done, Tara? Did you see her nails? They look like a stick of butter. A stick of butter.
Oh, my friend Linda did them. She does a fabulous job.
She sure does.
Oh, and in the spirit of this holiday, it's time to show our own thanks and gratitude.
I personally cannot wait to go to my mother's for a fantastic Thanksgiving dinner.
And last but certainly not least, we want to give our editor, Tiffany, a special shout out for this month, congratulating her on her recent wedding.
Woohoo! And I would also like to say a special thank you and happy birthday to my awesome co-host Tara, who makes it all possible to do this show.
Oh, thank
Getting a
you.
little choked up here.
Oh,
Thank you, Bubala.
oh, you're welcome.
We have such fun.
We do.
So take a little time out this month to appreciate others and give thanks this season.
Well, this was an emotional roller coaster episode for me. Oh, we hope that you join us again next month to hear all about our arts and entertainment in the Merrimack Valley.
Until next time,
Oh, cheers to you, North Andover.
cheers.
Thank you, Jen and Tara, for that exciting report. And don't forget, Halloween Trick or Treat will take place on Halloween, Friday, October 31st this year in North Andover. And we know everyone is getting prepared and ready with fun costumes for this weekend. There's a slew of special events and announcements from the North Andover Senior Center this month, and it's time for Senior Moments with our regular contributor, Lester Rugg.
Hi, folks. This is Lester Rugg, your commentator from the local senior center of North Andover. A few comments about the things that are going on in November, and we also want to thank the people on the 4th of July road race for donating the proceeds to us to be able to cover transportation scholarship programs and services, other services provided by the Senior Center. A thing that I did want to comment about was something very passionate in Irene's O'Brien's, the director's, thoughts on food. She would like to has set aside one day a week, which is called the Fresh Table. Just want to review just a few moments there. Been very, very successful, and we hope that it can continue as well. It is always oversubscribed. We have limited seating, and so you need to sign up beforehand. It's a bargain at $5 per plate, and everyone that comes away from there speaks very highly of it. The lecture series. November the 3rd, we have Glee Woodsworth, and she's the Newburyport historian. November the 10th, Professor Mary McCune on politics. And November the 17th, Tom Kuchen, travel. And November the 24th, the Reverend Richard Knight of the Trinitarian Congregational Church. And for our socials, we have November the 6th on Thursday, the men's breakfast. It's always the first week of the month, and one that is appreciated by all. November the 19th is the Thanksgiving dinner at the Senior Center. Don't forget to sign up, and we look forward to seeing you.
Thank you so much, Lester, for this month's update. Moving on to this month's GovCam update, we're accustomed to hearing about the latest construction projects around town as part of the much-touted capital improvement plan in North Andover. Now you'll hear from our town manager, Andrew Mailer, as he unveils an exciting new pilot program expanding public transportation to Boston.
Welcome to this month's episode of The Journal. I'm Town Manager Andrew Mailer, and I wanted to give you an update about an exciting new plan or opportunity in the community that we're exploring. We hope to pilot within the next 2 to 3 months. We realized that there was a need. There was no commuter transportation on any kind of public venue or public apparatus to get to Boston from North Andover. There's not a commuter rail stop in North Andover, nor a commuter bus. We recognize maybe in the long term we'd like to investigate further the possibility of having commuter rail stop in North Andover, like many of the surrounding towns do. But that certainly is a long-term consideration and involves dollars and politics and the like. But in the short term, we felt that if we could partner with the Merrimack Valley Transit Authority, we may be able to implement a commuter bus. And we've really had substantial conversations with the MVRTA, and it sounds like a commuter bus, certainly on a pilot level, is a reality. It's going to become a reality in the next, say, 2 to 3 months. And what our plan is, after having conversations with the landlords of Osgood Landing, is they'll let a bus once per day as a pilot program leave Osgood Landing first thing in the morning and drive to several stops in downtown Boston for those who would wish to commute to Boston. The cost would be $5, parking would be free, and then there'll be a return trip as well. We're trying to work through some of the specific details about how the return trip would work, if we can partner with existing commuter bus transportation routes to provide more than one option to return to North Andover. But really is an exciting opportunity to give a different option to North Andover residents and residents of the region to be able to leave from North Andover, commute to Boston, and return without having to fight the same traffic or drive, quite frankly, in their own vehicle, which has, cost implications from parking and fuel. Most people would recognize that if you drive down 93, buses are allowed to drive on the shoulder, and we're looking to expand how far south that will be allowed. We're working with the state to do that. So a bus option for North Andover residents really is an exciting opportunity. If you have any feedback about that, please feel free to call my office and provide your thoughts about what you think could work relative to this program. But we would hope, again, that within the next 60 to 90 days, we will begin a pilot program that allows for commuter bus transportation from North Andover on a direct route to downtown Boston. Thank you.
This absolutely is exciting for all of those traveling to and from Boston and back to North Andover. Be sure to check in for more updates in the next 60 to 90 days about this new pilot program. And the winter holidays are almost upon us. With both Thanksgiving and Black Friday coming up, Officer Mark Wilson has some safety tips to keep you, your loved ones, and valuables secure through yet another season of shopping, parties, and travel.
Hi, I'm Officer Wilson, North Andover Police Department. I'm also a safety officer for the town. I'd like to talk to you as the holidays are approaching about several different areas where we might be able to be more careful when we're out and about or even at our home. Holiday season approaching, it's a special time, but also it's when busy people become careless and more vulnerable to theft or other crimes. I'm going to talk to you a few different things. The first thing I'll talk to you about is vehicles. Okay, when you go out shopping or out and about, park your vehicle in a well-lit area. All right, you always want to lock your windows and doors. And also, if you have any valuables in the vehicle, get them out of sight. Put them in your glove box or in your trunk. You don't want to make it tempting for anyone to get in there. Second, if you need to use an ATM, all right, try to use a drive-up ATM if possible, or one inside a building. You always want to protect your PIN number, especially if someone's behind you. Cover it up, and only take out the amount of cash you need. You don't want to take out too much if you can help it. When you're out shopping, it's always a good idea to use checks, debit cards, credit cards, if possible. If you do carry cash, good idea to carry it in your front pocket. It's harder for people to get a hold of if they try to. One big thing. You don't want to leave your pocketbook, your purse, in your carriage when you're shopping. Okay, a lot of times you're at the food market, it's in the top rack, you turn, you go up, look on the shelf. It's a perfect opportunity for someone to take your purse or go into your purse. So keep that on you at all times. This time of year, we also have a lot of people who may be looking for money in parking lots. They might come up to you, spare some change, got $5 for gas. It's probably not a good idea to entertain that. Just politely tell them you're going to have to not give them any money today. All right? You also have to be aware of con artists, people that are trying to distract you to maybe get your valuables or get some money that you might have. Just walk away, say no thank you. Children, okay, big thing this time of year. You're out shopping, it's very busy. Teach your children to stay close. Okay, the closer they are, the more safe they are. Teach them that if they get lost, look for security, look for a policeman, look for a store clerk. Okay, another thing that's important, teach them their full name. Okay, teach them where they live. And a phone number, if they can remember, is great. Don't send your children out to the car. You forgot something in the car, go out and get it. It's not a good idea. Also, never leave your children out in the car unattended. All right. Now, when you get home, home safety. You always want to lock your windows and doors. All right. Everyone thinks the neighborhood's, secure. No one's going to do it. You never know what's going to happen. Even if you're going to be out for a short time, lock your windows and doors. If you're going to be away for a few days, have your neighbors watch your home, keep an eye on it, pull in your newspapers, get your mail for you, or have your mail left at the post office till you come back. Lights with timers or motion sensors are a great idea. That way it always looks like someone's home. If a stranger, someone knocks on your door, the doorbell rings, you don't recognize them, you don't trust them, do not open that door. All right, for some reason you're not comfortable, you can call the police department, and we can come take a look, make sure they're on the up and up with charities or just soliciting for different things. If you're not comfortable, call the police department. We're going to ask you for a description of the person if possible, a description of their vehicle, or even the license plate is even better. Okay, anything like that's going to help us. We'll check on them. Don't feel as though you're bothering us. We'll come check on them. We'd rather be happy and safe. One of the last things, if you go to a party, whether you're having a party or throwing a party, know your limits on the alcohol. All right? If you're giving a party, provide your guests non-alcoholic drinks. It's always a good idea. You don't want to drink and drive. We say it all the time, but it's so important. Use a designated driver or transportation service. All right? Key thing in closing. You see something, report it. No matter how small you think it might be someone just looking in a car window or someone lurking around your neighbor's house, give us a call. We'll rather come check on it and have it be nothing than have a crime occur. You can call us at 978-683-3168. That's the non-emergency number for the police department at North Andover. If it's emergency, dial 911. Another thing is, seatbelts and locks only work when you use them. All right? They're going to do you no good if you leave them unlocked or unfastened. Lastly, have a safe and happy holiday season from the North Andover Police Department.
A big thanks to the North Andover Police Force for keeping us safe this season. Now it's time to take a look at some of the latest happenings here around town. Here are our headlines, thanks courtesy of the North Andover Citizen.
Well, after years of debate and discussion, the North Andover Board of Health agreed unanimously to adopt new regulations for the sale of smoking products and paraphernalia in town. The new regulations will formally go into effect on February 2nd, 2015, and will significantly alter what licensed tobacco sellers in town are allowed to stock. The Board of Health has stated that the enhanced restrictions are primarily aimed at reducing youth smoking. Major changes include the banning of most flavored tobacco products, such as fruit and candy flavored tobacco wraps, the mere existence of which shocked some board members, as well as individual cigars priced under $2.50 or packs under $5. Mint or menthol flavored tobacco products are still permitted at large. The new regulations also ban newly popular electronic cigarettes and vaporizers whenever cigarette smoking is prohibited and tighten the retail sale of such products. The establishment of hookah lounges and smoking bars has also been banned, although prospective entrepreneurs can apply for a waiver from the board.
The North Andover Planning Board has given the go-ahead to Merrimack College's somewhat controversial new dormitory project, which will house about 350 more students on campus. The Planning Board unanimously approved the college's expansion proposal and closed the public hearing at their meeting on October 7th. 4 new dorms and a community center will be built on the field commonly known as Austin Green at the intersections of Rock Ridge Road and Elm Street. College officials say that the halls will be open by the 2015 fall semester. North Andover ultimately approved the project on the same grounds as Andover's Planning Board approval last month, which outlined numerous conditions intended to maintain student safety and the quality of life for local residents neighboring the college. Those conditions included a buffer zone with both fencing and planted brush along Rock Ridge Road and a security gate as well. Merrimack College applied for the project through the Dover Amendment, a state law exempting nonprofit education, religious, or agricultural corporations from most local zoning restrictions. Since the project straddles the town line between North Andover and Andover, the project came under the review of both planning boards and will also be subject to review by Andover's Conservation Commission.
Tommy Cox was 10 years old when his life changed forever. The popular athletic North Andover boy was so badly injured after falling off a boat last year that he lost his left leg and broke his right leg in 3 places. Now 11, the resilient young man has made incredible strides in his long, ongoing recovery, partly due to his optimistic, positive outlook, according to his mother, Julie. Friends, family, and complete strangers quickly mobilized to help Tommy when they learned about the accident. Julie said their help has made a huge difference. Tommy has mixed reactions to his newfound fame and was quoted saying, "It feels pretty good. It's just like kind of scary sometimes, but it does make me feel better." He has already gone back to swimming, tubing, and playing catch, and this July even got back to boating. Tommy has done so well learning to use stairs again that he now goes to school on a regular school bus and only uses one crutch for walking. Paul and JP Norden, who each lost a leg in the Boston Marathon bombing, have reached out to help Tommy from their new A Leg Forever nonprofit corporation. The Nordens nonprofit reaches out to help amputees in need of help with the enormous expense of prosthetic legs.
And tonight we're remembering a beloved former teacher here at North Andover High School. Physics teacher John H. Green, who passed away on Saturday, September 20th at the age of 71, suffered a heart attack while bicycling home from his regular ride with the CCB International Cycling Club. As one of the club's founding members since 1979, Green had led a group of cycling every Saturday morning for 35 consecutive years. CCB members arrived to the memorial service in their club uniforms and on their bicycles, forming a long procession from North Andover High School to Georgetown's First Congregational Church, where Green was a resident.
And those are our top stories this month from the North Andover Citizen. As always, we'd like to thank reporter Tim McCarthy for getting those over to us. Now in our CAM event calendar, the North Andover VFW Post 2104 will once again orchestrate our annual Veterans Day Parade this coming Tuesday, November 11th, on Main Street, leading up to services at Patriots Memorial Park across from the Stevens Library. The event is a tradition in our town to pay tribute to those who have and are currently serving in our military.
And we're happy to announce that Thanksgiving is Thursday, November 27th. And as always, football is paramount here in North Andover. Watch live coverage of the North Andover High School football game starting at 10 a.m. on Thanksgiving morning. We're excited for what is expected, as always, to be a great showdown. One notable fact about this year's game is that it is said to be the last Thanksgiving Day match between the two epic rivals, Masconomet and the North Andover Scarlet Knights. Naturally, those tuning in are sure to have an affinity towards the Knights, but many are having a hard time imagining Thanksgiving game day without the head-to-head battle. There is, however, a worthy opponent in the works. For future games, it is said that Andover, being in the same athletic conference as the Knights, will take the place of Masco in years to come for this big rivalry game. Perhaps not quite the same for those of us townies, but still an exciting change. And of course, one of the best Santa parades in history took place last year when we started our live broadcast. And you can catch us again this year on November 29th at noon, featuring live coverage in North Andover downtown.
Get out and vote on Tuesday, November 4th. Governor, state rep, and senator are all on the ballot, and each vote counts, especially in the hotly contested state rep battle between incumbent Deanna DeZoglio of Methuen and Rosemary Smedili of North Andover.
And don't forget that daylight savings time ends on Sunday, November 2nd. Be sure to turn your clocks back to gain that extra hour. Ron, what are you going to be doing with your extra hour?
Great question. I would love to sleep, but I think I'm going to have to get up and do some yard work.
Ah, man.
Yeah.
Maybe I will. I was going to say it's going to be after Halloween, so probably just looking through pictures and reminiscing on what I hope to be a very fun night with the costume I have yet to decide.
Well, whatever you do, North Andover, enjoy that extra hour. They don't come too often.
That is for sure. Thank you so much for watching the Journal on North Andover Cam. From all of us here, I am Morgan Healy.
And I'm Ron Carpenito.
We'll see you next time.